From.
So right here, Punchout boxing, live from Riyadh, Boulevard City Music World. As you can see, the press conference for Ring of Fire is about to start. I'm joined by Dave. Back in cold England, can't say I feel sorry for you over there. I'm glad to be over here in the sweltering heat, 40 degrees by midday, still in the high 30s. But in case you're wondering, I've gone full native. Got to immerse yourself in the culture when you come out here. And what an event! Yeah, fighters will be on any time now. So, Dave, let's analyse it. Biggest card and the biggest heavyweight fight for 25 years, right here in Saudi Arabia. We're going to thank Usyk for making it happen. So big up to him. Right, are you excited for Saturday night?
Absolutely. I mean, look, we're potentially not gonna see something like this of this magnitude for another 25 years. So this is such a huge event. I mean, in terms of everybody's talking about it, the casuals, the boxing fanatics, everybody is talking about who's going to win. You know, the atmosphere around you already looks electric raw over in Riyadh. You're soaking it all up. I'm really looking forward to this one and happy to analyze this fight with you every day. I'm sitting on the fence in terms of who's going to win. This truly is, I say this all the time, but I cannot pick between them so far. I want to wait until the weigh-in and until they have that face off and see what they're both about. We've already had antics as well with John Fury. We've had it's been a hell of a week. And how's your day been? Because you've actually only landed potentially, was it today you landed in Riyadh?
Yeah, landed in the early hours. Checked in early, got a couple hours sleep, and then went straight out to the hotel where an insider told me where all the fighters are staying. As you know, over on the channel, you can see my interview with Opetaia. I mean, what a fighter in the British scene. We've known how good he is for the past decade. But it's taken him that long to get onto this, the biggest show for 2 decades. So great to hear from him. And hopefully before the week's out, I'll have got you guys a lot more content.
Remember that,
Sam, say hi to Sam, British and Commonwealth lightweight champion, joining us right here. And European.
How did you spell European?
Are you going to go and give help to Mark Chamberlain?
I'll give him his night. He can have it done.
Good man. I'm in disguise. Yeah, we'll catch up with you over the week. Sam, as you can see, a lot of fighters from all the stables, they're all here. They're all coming, they all want to be part of this biggest showdown. They want to be part of this Riyadh Season C, and rightfully so. Like you said, biggest event for 25 years in boxing. So, yeah, privileged to be here.
In regards to predictions, it's fair to say we'll do that tomorrow because, like me, you're probably going to wait until the weigh-in just to analyze and see where we're at, and make those final predictions. But in regards to the magnitude of this, do you think we have to wait another quarter of a century for another undisputed? Do you think after whatever happens on Saturday night that the belts are going to be fragmented? I know there is a rematch clause, but what are your thoughts?
You know what? As a boxing fan, you know how frustrating it's been seeing the heavyweight division and boxing generally belts fragmented. Usyk, he's making this super league. As long as the Saudis are invested, you know what? I don't mind if the belts fragment. In fact, I want them to. You know what? I think Saturday night is a great conclusion to this generation of heavyweights. If the belts fragment and they've then got to start all over again, this time I don't mind. If Usyk's involved, it means that there'll be a tournament, and within a couple of years, we'll get a new undisputed champion crown. The key is keeping the Saudis invested. So we want this event to be a success. So, yeah, do I care if the belts fragment? No. In actual fact, I think it'd be a good thing. And, you see some of these other heavyweights who are on the scene, including on Saturday night, young Moses Atoma. This time next year, he wants to be the youngest heavyweight champion of all time. I want to see it. We've got Caballero and Sanchez.
Yeah.
Their fight's now been made a final eliminator. So, I don't mind if the belt fragment, let a tournament start the process all over again. But this time, it won't take 25 years. But like I said, it's important the Saudis stay on board. They're the only people that can make this happen.
In regards to a fight that I am going to give my prediction on, a fighter that the channel is very close with, Jai Opetaia. I'm going to just say it straight away. I think Jai beats Marius Briedis within 6 to 7 rounds. I think it will be a stoppage. I think Jai's attitude, his mental game plan, what he's going to bring to the table in terms of carrying power with both hands. I think it's going to be a brutal stoppage. Ra, how do you see that one going down? And again, not being biased because he has given our channel a lot of love over the last few months. But yeah, I can only see Jai Opetaia win. What about yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. As you know, we spoke to Jai just a fortnight ago, and he made a good point. There's no way at the age of nearly 40, Briedis is going to have got better. He's only going to have got worse. Jai at 28, he would have got better physically. I just can't see it. I mean, Briedis obviously broke his jaw that first time round, so he hit him with everything he's got. What's he going to have this time round? He isn't going to have more. Not at the age of 40. It'll be a miracle, I think. It will take a fluke for Briedis to win. And, you know, I like Briedis as well. He's been a great servant to the sport. I think people forget he's been one of the great cruiserweights. Of course, great cruiserweights always get overshadowed by their achievements. Yeah. Usyk, who we're going to see on Saturday night. Not many of them have stayed for career cruiserweights. But, yeah, you look at his resume. He's been one of the great cruiserweights. But when you stay on in the game for too long, inevitably, you know, you do come to a painful end. And I think that's what will happen. He might be able to last a distance, but for him to do so, he's going to have to go into survival mode. Because I think once Jai gets onto his rhythm, you know, you've seen his footwork. It's probably the only feat in the game that could match Usyk for speed. He will not be able to keep up with him, and he will be getting hit with those big left-hand counters over and over again. Realistically, I see him getting stopped mid to late, but like I said, if he goes into survival mode, he might have enough tricks to hear the final bell, and that'd be as good an ending to a career as you can get.
Yeah, going out on your shield. I mean, just want your thoughts as well before I go into what the general public over there in Riyadh are thinking. But in regards to, I spoke to Asgi, another good friend of the show, tight with the Fury clan, about his opinions on this. What is a mega fight? He tried to be impartial as possible, but Asgi will only back the Fury, rightfully so, because he's friends with the Furies. He actually said, "I don't know how Usyk's going to win." What do you think of that? Because for me, I still think anything can happen on Saturday night. He even said that anything can happen, and I said, "What about the fan man coming down as well?" And he said, "Don't count anything out." But on a realistic note, he actually says, "I don't know how Usyk's going to win." What are your thoughts on that?
I really don't know why people say that. I mean, look at Fury against Cunningham, which was what, 8 years ago when he had his legs under him. Fury, by his own admission, he said he found it difficult getting to the much smaller man. And now Cunningham was a decent but not great cruiserweight. Usyk is an all-time great cruiserweight and I think a great heavyweight. I think he's got the best feet in the game. Tremendous ring IQ. I can see him definitely being able to dart in and out, constantly wrong footing, and now much slower on his feet, Fury. And he can rack up the points like he does with every other big heavyweight. So yeah, I think that's Ashley. We know Ashley, he will back his man all the time. And fair play to him, but absolutely I can see that. And of course, look, there's always the risk that fight opens up. Now, a lot of people are talking about the shape Fury, yeah, because he's appeared a lot slimmer, a lot more svelte. Looking physically impressive isn't the same as fighting condition. Muhammad Ali in that infamous fight against Larry Holmes, he looked as physically impressive as he was in his prime, but his insides had rotted away. And that's what happens with age, and worse, what happens with wear and tear. And Fury has a tremendous amount of miles on the clock. The dreadful shape he turned up against Ngannou suggests to me he relapsed into bad habits, piled on the weight, and he would have had to have taken that weight off again. So at the age of 35, forcing your body into a calorie deficit for a prolonged period, I'm not sure that really makes you in fighting condition just because you then look impressive after 7 months. So, yeah, I think there's definitely several ways Usyk can win this. If you want us to hold off on predictions till tomorrow night, we can do that. But
yeah, I think
it's interesting. It's not just fans who think Usyk can win the chance.
Yeah, I honestly think, yeah, definitely hold off for predictions until tomorrow. Let's see what happens at the weigh-in. Let's see what's said at the presser as well. Someone's gonna possibly anger the other person. Anything can be said. We don't know what Fury's gonna say to Usyk. It's really interesting, really intriguing, and that's what makes this fight, for me anyway, personally, just that bit better than what we had in 1999. There's so much on the line. I've seen you met Mauricio Sullivan as well. Had a shot of the undisputed belt.
Yeah, I mean the heavyweight championship of the world. It is. We've always said it's the blue ribbon vision of the sport. The fact that there hasn't been an undisputed champion for so long, it's detracted a lot. This hopefully puts that wrong, that 25-year wrong right finally on Saturday night. Let's just hope Gareth A. Davis isn't right, and then it ends in an anticlimactic draw like Lewis Holyfield won all them years ago. I really don't want to have to see a draw.
Yeah, I hope that one doesn't happen too. But yeah, what did Mauricio Sullivan say to you? You met him, didn't you? You met Mauricio Sullivan and the new undisputed belt. How was that? What did he say?
Just walking past in passing, didn't get to talk much. As you know, he's a man in demand. But yeah, he's going to present that ceremony. It's got the flag of the UK and Ukraine on it. It represents the two nations of the participants. So yeah, it's commemorative more than anything. But Maurizio, he likes his bling. And he likes presenting those fights for special events.
And just very finally, before the show starts, I'm just going to ask you. I hear Anthony Joshua will be in attendance as well. I mean, look, that could be a fight that's made with the winner as well. I mean, the heavyweight division lives on, doesn't it? AJ in the house in Riyadh. It's going to be a who's who of boxing and celebrities, isn't it, on Saturday night?
Oh, absolutely. This is one of the biggest, possibly the biggest boxing events for 2 decades. I know during the Mayweather era, you had some big events, but over there in Las Vegas, things just seem to be restricted to North America. This is so international. Geographically, the Middle East, it's sort of in the middle of 3 continents. So, and with no American fighter involved in the heavyweight championship, I think it's fitting. Absolutely. So, yeah, we'll be looking out for AJ. Who knows? I might even catch up with my local boy in his busy schedule. So I'll keep you posted on that front.
Absolutely. And hopefully you get to speak to Jai before he hits the scales or Saturday night as well. Keep us posted. But Ra, we'll let you go. Soak it all up. It's a big event for you. It's a big event for the channel as well. We're representing the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. We're looking forward to all the interviews. We're over in I'd say the sunny UK. We are going to get a bit of sun tomorrow. Not as much as you. Say hello to our friends over there in the media with Seb for example, and Gull and everyone else. We're looking forward to seeing everybody's content. But keep us posted and we'll catch up tomorrow.
Dave, always a pleasure. Yeah, we'll speak to you tomorrow, and yeah, look out for the content.